class we have seen how fertilization takes place and how zygote is formed. Now let us see how this zygote undergoes development. Embryonic development. Now, if you take the general pattern of development in animals, higher forms of animals, it begins with the zygote. Zygote, as you know, is a diploid cell formed by the fusion of the sperm and the ovum. Zygote initially undergoes a process called cleavage. Cleavage is a process of mitotic division resulting in the formation of a large number of cells. But the characteristic feature of cleavage is there is only an increase in the number of cells but no increase in the overall size. In other words, the zygote gets cleaved into smaller and smaller cells. The resulting embryonic stage is called morula. So zygote is a single cell, morula is a multicellular embryonic stage, but the size of the morula will be the same as the size of the zygote. Morula now undergoes a process called blastulation. Blastulation primarily involves the formation of a cavity inside the embryo and the cells forming a single layer around the cavity. The cavity that is formed is called blastocele, the primary embryonic cavity, blastocele, and the resulting embryonic stage is called blastula. Generally, around the cavity, blastocele, the cells of the embryo are arranged in a single layer. So blastula is generally described as a single layered embryo. This blastula now undergoes a process called gastrulation. During gastrulation, basically there is addition in the number of cells. The single layered blastula gets transformed into a double layered embryo called gastrula, and this gastrula now contains a new cavity that is called gastrocele. So at the end of gastrulation, blastocele becomes replaced by a gastrocele. Blastula, single layered, has become a double layered embryo called gastrula. Subsequently, embryonic development proceeds in two different directions in different groups of animals. The two layered gastrula leads to diploblastic animals. In majority of the animals, the gastrula becomes three layered, giving rise to the triploblastic animals. So this three layered gastrula containing an outer ectoderm, a middle mesoderm and an inner endoderm now undergoes a process called organogenesis. Formation of organs, and this organogenesis ultimately results in the formation of either the larval stage or the young adult. Wherever there is a larval stage, the larva then grows into the adult, and this is called indirect development. Wherever there is no larval stage, the young adult grows into the adult organism, and this is called direct development. This is the general pattern of development, and these are the sequence of events taking place during development: cleavage, followed by blastulation, followed by gastrulation, followed by organogenesis. Keeping this in mind, let us see what is the pattern of development in the human embryo. The zygote, we have seen, is formed in the fallopian tube. Zygote is formed in the fallopian tube due to the fusion of the sperm and the ovum. Within 30 hours, after fertilization, the zygote starts undergoing development. So within 30 hours after fertilization, cleavage begins. In the case of human beings, like in most other mammals, cleavage is described as holoblastic equal. It is called holoblastic because the entire egg undergoes division. It is described as equal because all the resulting cells will be of the same size. The entire egg is able to undergo cleavage because yolk is almost absent in the human egg. Yolk is almost absent, and whatever little reserve food that is present gets uniformly distributed in the cytoplasm. So egg is described as alecital, practically no yolk, alecital, and isolecital. Whatever little yolk that is present is uniformly distributed. So in all alecital and isolecital eggs, we come across holoblastic equal cleavage. This holoblastic equal cleavage results in the formation of a ball of cells, the first recognizable embryonic stage, that is called morula. First cleavage 2 cells, second cleavage 4 cells, third cleavage 8 cells, then 16, 32, and so on. Morula. And this morula becomes blastula. In the process of development, morula becomes blastula by developing a cavity called blastocele. Surrounding this cavity, the cells become arranged all over in the form of a single layer. Human blastula appears like a cyst, so it is commonly described as blastocyst. blastocyst. As the zygote reaches the stage of a blastocyst, it will be moving along the fallopian tube to reach the uterus. So the blastocyst moves along the fallopian tube to reach the uterus. So by about sixth day, the blastocyst would have reached the uterus. At this stage, suppose you look at the blastocyst, it will have a knob of embryonic cells, at one end, that is called embryoblast. This is the cavity, blastocele, and this is the rest of the embryonic cells, representing a layer called trophoblast. It is called trophoblast because these cells provide nourishment for the embryoblast. Embryoblast is supposed to develop into the future embryonic stage.